Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Marta and I'm so happy to have you here. For today's video, I'm going to show you a very quick and easy way to do this eyeshadow right here, and I didn't apply fake eyelashes. That way it can be even more simple, and it's just such a cute yet elegant look for any occasion, and I'll explain it to you step by step so it can be easy for you to recreate. So I really hope you guys like this video and I hope this tutorial is helpful. Before we get started, if you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button to be a part of this little family and turn on the bell notification so you won't miss any of my videos, and give this video a big thumbs up please if you do like this look. And now let's get started. I'm going to start by applying this e.l.f. Cosmetics Camo Concealer on my eyelid and use that as a primer for my eyeshadows. As you can see, I already cleaned the bottom of my eyebrows, and I'll leave the eyebrow tutorials that I have on my channel in the description box below in case you want to know how I do my eyebrows. But yeah, I'm just going to be blending out the concealer using the e.l.f. Cosmetics sponge. I do it in tapping motions and I don't move on to the next step until everything is nice and blended. And then I'm going to set the concealer using the Urban Decay The Fix Stay Naked The Fix pressed powder using a fluffy brush. I set it in tapping motions, that way the concealer doesn't move. And everything has to be nice and even, nice and set in order for the eyeshadows to apply and blend out easy. And trust me, this is important if you are a beginner. It's just going to help you blend out the eyeshadows a lot easier and faster, so I highly recommend this step. You can also use a translucent powder or a matte eyeshadow that's the same shade as your skin tone. The eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using is this one from Pixi. It's called Natural Beauty. It's such a gorgeous palette. This is the first eyeshadow that I'm going to grab, and I'm using Profusion's ES6 brush. I'm going to apply this eyeshadow on my crease, and I'm just going back and forth like this from the inner corner all the way to the outer corner. And I will be applying a few layers. That way I can deepen up the shade and also move the eyeshadow a little bit higher above the crease. And once it's time to blend it out, I'm going to try not to have a lot of product on the brush. And then it does help if I stretch my eyelid by lifting up my eyebrow. And you can see exactly where you have to blend it out more. And I just use a light hand and blend it out in circular motions. And like I said, I want this eyeshadow to go above the crease. That way it can be visible when I'm looking straight forward and not just like hiding just in the crease. So I'm just going to keep blending it out until it's nice and blended. Then I'm going to grab the same concealer with my finger, and I'm going to apply this in tapping motions right on my eyelid. And I want most of the product to go on the eyelid, obviously, but I do want the blended out area, which is going to be on the crease or a little bit above the crease, that has to be blended out in order for the eyeshadows to blend out really nice. The concealer has to be blended out, so I'm just going to blend it out really quick before I apply the second layer. And I'm just applying the second layer of concealer because I kind of felt that the first layer was already kind of drying up, and you don't want to apply your eyeshadows when the concealer is already dry because it's not really going to grab onto the eyeshadow. So to blend out the edge on the crease, I also use my finger and I just do it very lightly, just going like in tapping motions or kind of swiping down on the edge. And from the same eyeshadow palette, I'm going to grab this eyeshadow right here, and again I'm going to be using my finger to apply it and blend it out. So I just applied in tapping motions right on my eyelid. And you can see the shimmer really stands out. That's because I'm applying it on top of the concealer when it's still pretty creamy, and it's also going to stay there all day and all night. And also to blend out the edges, I'm just going to go very lightly with my finger again, but if you need a little bit more help to blend it out, you can use a brush. I'm going to be using the same brush I used in the beginning, but I didn't grab any more product. I'm just using whatever's left on the brush and just very lightly going over the edge of the shimmery eyeshadow. And like I said, if you blended out the concealer on your eyelid, then the shimmery eyeshadow is going to be blending out really nice. Next, I'm going to grab this liquid eyeshadow from Pixi. Again, I'm going to be using my finger. It's so easy and very quick when you apply eyeshadows with your finger. And I'm just going to apply this on my eyelid. And this is just an extra touch. It just adds a little glitter, making it look so gorgeous. And I feel like it makes it look a bit more elegant. I love it. And now for the eyeliner, I'm going to be using this eyeshadow right here, and I'm using Anastasia's 14 brush, and I normally use this brush for my eyebrows, but it's really good to do eyeliner, especially if you're using eyeshadows. And I'm going to start with a thin liner from the center above the roots of my eyelashes all the way to the outer corner. The center is going to be very thin, and then towards the outer corner a bit thicker, but not too much. And I am going to be using a few layers, that way I can deepen up the shade a little bit. For the liner, I'm going to start right on the outer corner of my eye and just create a line towards the tail of the eyebrow, but I'm going to do it very thin and not that much product on the brush. If you're a beginner, what you can do is apply tape that goes from the outer corner to the tail of your eyebrow, and it'll be a lot easier to do the liner. I do have a lot of tutorials using that technique, and I'll leave those videos in the description box below. But yeah, now to connect that line with the liner on the eyelid, I'm going to start right in the center, like in the middle of the line I just created. I never start on the tip of the line because you want that to be very thin, so I always start in the middle, and then I just create the line connecting it to the eyeliner on my eyelid, and then I just fill it in. And like I said, I'm going to be adding a few layers to deepen up the shade. Now I want to extend the tail of the liner just a little bit, and for this I'm not going to use any more, or I'm not going to grab any more product. I'm just going to use whatever's left on the brush, and very, very lightly I'm just going to go like this to try to extend the liner just a little bit. Now I'm going to be using this small brush, and I'm going to apply the very first eyeshadow I applied on the crease. I'm going to apply it on my lower lash line from the inner corner to the outer corner. I always start as close to the lash line as I can and then blend it out as low as I want it. And also don't forget to connect it with the eyeliner on the outer corner. Next, I'm going to apply this black eyeliner from LA Girl to my waterline, and you can skip this step if you don't want your eyes to look too small. This does make a little bit of a difference, but I just wanted the lower lash line to be dark. That way the whole lower part of the eye is dark. Now I'm going to curl my lashes and get them ready for the mascara. And of course, I'm going to be using my all-time favorite mascara, which is the Maybelline Lash Stiletto. You can use the waterproof one. It might be helpful because I know for some people, some mascaras weigh the eyelashes down if they're not waterproof. But once you apply waterproof mascara, then they stay curled. The product applies a lot better, so it might help you. So try it out. And I'm going to use the same technique I always do when I'm not going to wear fake eyelashes. So I always like to start from the roots of the eyelashes all the way to the tip, twisting the little brush and also closing my eye so I can kind of push my eyelashes against the little brush. I do have a tutorial where I apply mascara and I tell you step by step how I do it, and I give you tips and tricks to make your lashes look long. So I'll leave that video in the description box below in case you want to watch it. And as always, I'm going to apply 2 layers on my top eyelashes. And that is it for today's makeup. I really hope this tutorial was helpful, and I hope you liked this look. Let me know in the comments below what you think and what other videos you want to see on my channel. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends and your family if you did like it. Thank you all so much for your love and your support. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!